Hello, this is the game between Nepomniachtchi and Dubov. So Dubov was black here, and what is probably his trademark now is to find some new thing in opening, or at least some variation what is rare, and probably White or Nepomniachtchi in this game didn't prepare or didn't know exactly how to continue, especially when they are playing on some short time like Blitz game what they played. I will put the link of the game so you can see, you can check that later how was shocked Nepomniachtchi when he saw the next move. So bishop b4, and he didn't know how to respond, so he started to lose some time for that. I mean, to see or to figure out what he needs to do here. Of course, with bishop b4 is to play d5 to get rid from that pawn and to hit in the center, because the knight on f5 looks great. The bishop is already pinning our knight on f6, so practically white has a really good position. We have the problem with the king, but if we achieve here with black d5, then probably we can solve a lot of our problems. So white play here bishop c4, which is not the best move here. Probably the best move is knight e3, and after h6 white needs to capture, because if he puts the bishop on h4, then we can play g5 and we will capture the pawn on e4. So he must capture, and then first we will capture here, because in some moment maybe he can use d5 square, and then he can trade that. So the best thing what we can do here is to create some double pawns on c file for white. So queen f6, and now we have a problem. We have the problem with the d pawn and with the king on f8. But we can try it with d6 at least to open diagonal for our bishop, and then in the future we will play, who knows, maybe h5, maybe g5. There is a couple of games with that, and the problem for us is on the queen side, but we will try to keep white busy on the king side, because we can organize something. We have a bishop who is looking on that side, and we have rook because we didn't castle on that side. So this is something what black can play here. Okay, but in the game was bishop c4, and now white didn't stop black to play d5. So now we can play d5, and after d5 white is practically forced to capture first here on f6, and now the best move here is queen takes on d5, but Nepomniachtchi captured with the bishop, and that wasn't that good position after that. But let's check what could happen after queen d5. So we will capture, basically black will return a little bit material, because he already sacrificed on d5, but now we can capture on f5. And after white castle, we have a problem with the king. So the king is still in the center. We must play g6 in the future, and to try to move the king on g7, and then to connect our rooks. But still, this is a little bit better position for white. Okay, but in the game was bishop d5, and now of course we can capture first on f5, and after that rook d8, which is pretty much good move here, and there is a pressure on white, especially through the d file. So again, Nepomniachtchi lost a couple of seconds, maybe even the whole minute, and then he played a3 here. Okay, so bishop a5 is the best. After b4 we can return the bishop on b6, but now we have great place on d4, and to cut off practically the queen, so the queen won't defend anymore the bishop on d5. So now white castle, which is probably again not the best move. Queen h5 is probably the best, and still they can fight. They have equal position, so white can survive here. But no, he castle, and now practically the game is not losing, but black will take initiative now. So bishop d4, and first knight e4, because this is tempo move. We will capture the pawn, and then bishop takes on c6, b takes on c6. Now Nepomniachtchi stayed with only few seconds, and he decided to play here queen d2, which is losing move, of course, because the knight is hanging here on e4. But the best move is queen d3, but probably he was afraid about bishop f2. But bishop f2 is not the best, because if we capture here, rook takes on f2, and now our queen is hanging on f5, so practically we must take, and now white can capture with the knight or with the king, it doesn't matter. This is far away better position for white, practically winning position for white. Nepomniachtchi played queen d2, and after that he has completely losing position. So, and he's really low with time, so they play a couple of more moves, but the game is already losing for white. So c3, bishop b6, and after queen e2, a5, h4, and after a5, bishop c7, queen a6, h3, and why didn't have the time to play queen c6? Because when he captured the pawn, he lost on time, and that is why we can't count that move. Okay, what we need to say more about this game is how it's important to have some preparation when you are playing on short time. Even such player like Nepomniachtchi, one of the best players in the world, they don't know every variation, and they need to think during the game, and probably if they don't play every move precise, probably they will enter in some worse position, and that could be a problem for them. That is why I'm telling you that probably for Dubov this is something like a trademark now, because he's doing that constantly. For each player he has some new thing to challenge them, to see do they know to respond or no. Okay, thank you if you enjoyed this game, and see you in the next. Bye bye.